Welcome back to NCG Reptiles, and today we're going to talk about these really cool I jumped on the bandwagon shoe boxes for your grow outs, but before we get to that, I have to thank Bobby over at Gecko Cove. We just did a podcast and it was so much fun. Bobby, thank you so much. I encourage all you guys to go to his page, his YouTube page, Gecko Cove, and check out his podcast. He has other guests, really good guests on there, and I just want to say thank you for having me as a guest, and I appreciate it. But back to our video. All right. So today, yes, we're talking about I got these bandwagon. I want to be part of the cool kids club, and I got these grow out shoe boxes. Here, let me lower this real quick. All right, here we go. So kind of a review, kind of not a review, kind of a warning video. So I've been using these for a couple months. I've been putting my little baby geckos in there, and the good thing is, yep, everybody's right, it's got these little magnets on top, opens, close, perfect. It's got a lot of room for the gecko to grow, pretty good. Check it out, easy, lightweight, good to go. Biggest huge flaw, guys, big. Let me tell you guys something right here. See these vents? Good and bad, depending on where you live. Let me explain to you what's going on. You know what, let me see if I can pull a gecko out. So I have a couple geckos that's had some humidity issues. So I have a humidity, so always checking the humidity. Look at in the room right now, it's it was down to 32% humidity. Geckos do not thrive in 32% humidity. So what I was doing, I was spraying these geckos every day, spraying them day and night, and I usually spray once a day, but I had some geckos that had some issues, and the issue is their lips curl like a raisin. Guys, when your humidity levels are going too low and you're spraying your geckos, you got to figure out what's going on. So I'm gonna pull this gecko out real quick and see if I can show you. This is my last gecko. I had a few of them that had this lip curl issue. It's more pronounced on my gargoyles when this happens, but I have this crested gecko that it happened to too. Let's see if I can get this on camera. It's almost all the way gone, but you could kind of see it. Let me see if I can get gecko up to the camera. I don't know if it's gonna show up or not. Let's see. It's the wrong side, I think. All right, let's flip you around. Like I said, it's almost all gone. So what happens is their lips start to curl. Right there, you could kind of see it. See you guys? Right there. Right underneath. Right. See, right there. So it's almost all gone. It gets a little bit more pronounced, and so you get this lip curl from humidity levels being way too low. Okay, let's see if we can do that. But the problem was those brand new bins, those shoebox bins that we're using, that I started to use with the geckos, is the vents. Put them back here. The vents are too big. So I would go in here and I would take the mist in the spray bottle, I spray it, and do the gecko stuff, go around the room. By the time like an hour went by, I noticed the enclosure was completely dry, like super dry. But all right, I don't want to make this a super long video. There is a fix for this, and this becomes a awesome, great grow out again. Let me tell you what the fix is, guys. Super easy, super awesome. This is what I use. You go to Home Depot, this Gorilla tape. It's crystal clear. It's not like packing tape, it's different. So what I do is, and it's like thicker. So when you spray the mist on there, it's like really smooth. It's almost like a permanent tape. It's really cool. Like, it does come off, and and you can move it and take it off and it'll be fine. But once it's on there and you don't peel it away, the humidity levels in there, and when you spray it down, nothing happens to this. It's a really good product. I just figured I'd try it. I had some laying around the house, and it's great stuff. So So what you want to do is, you don't want to put the tape on the outside because then it's sticky on the inside, right? And if you do that, then your gecko is going to be stuck to it like a glue trap. Oh no, I don't know what you're going to do if you do that. So don't tape it on the outside that way. You don't want the glue, you want the sticky part that way inside. So what I do is I take the tape and should have, you know how the little pieces are hard to peel, should have did it ahead of time, but you can get it and you pull a little bit out just like that. You can see how clear it is. Super clear tape, really clear, and it's like a thick, it's really thick. It has some strength to it. So I kind of measure like the size of what the vent would be, just like that. And so I cut a piece, take it, and you cut a little piece. Now if you're like me, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna, for the geckos that have a curled tongue, curled lips, if you just take and just cover the whole vent, then you're gonna have humidity in there and it's gonna stay a long time, and that'll take care of the geckos real easy. No, you don't want to do that, because what happens is you turn this into a huge amphibian tank. It doesn't dry out at all. So if you cover these vent holes completely, you will definitely you'll cause respiratory problems with your geckos, and it won't dry out. So don't cover it completely. But what you could do is, see the holes in the back? I don't know if this is going to translate. So I put a piece of tape along the back of this thing, just like this, and I'll see if it'll translate to the video. And I cut it longwise, and so you could kind of see it. So if you look here, the tape is only so thick, right? So I'll show you on the back. Just take this, take the width of the tank, the tape, and go along the length of this, but leave a gap right here on it, so that you still have ventilation, but you're not completely sealing this, because then this is like a swamp, and then your geckos could have some issues. So you could kind of see it. I kind of see, like, you see, like right here, there I left an open space right here for ventilation. Now I had one gecko that needed some extra humidity, so just for about a week I covered all the ventilation up to this point, and then I just left a little bit here. But after a week, and then his gecko's lips were back to normal, I just took the piece of tape off, and you don't have to do anything else. And then so you can spray this and no issues. The gecko's not gonna get stuck on here, nothing's gonna happen. You're gonna be okay. And this lot lasts a long time. I put quite a few pieces of tape. It looks awesome. You can still dress this thing up real nice. Still put the paper, put everything you would do normally in the tank, and you just solved your humidity issues. So I don't know if anybody else is using this type of shoebox for some grow outs. If you are and you're having humidity issues, make sure, just go, try to use this one. I tried using other tape. The other stuff falls off. The other tape, if you spray it, it gets behind the tape, and it doesn't hold. But for whatever reason, this thing is just the best stuff. Put this on the back of that tank. You just fixed your humidity levels. Also, what's really nice about that, if you're throwing crickets in here, they're having a hard time finding these little holes as opposed to these big holes. So you're not gonna have crickets escaping out the back. And if you're doing other animals besides geckos, I can see now if you use that tape, you can use this, you can make this more humid, which is really nice. So I hope that helps you guys. Like I said, all right, so I hope that works out for you guys. Humidity is huge. Your geckos will eat better. You're not gonna have any of those issues that I had. But if you do see that lip starting to curl up a little bit, react really quickly. You don't want this to get out of control. So you know, fix your humidity levels, your geckos will be happy, and usually goes away within a couple days. So you see that start to happen, you get the humidity up, and that's it, you're gone. But remember, you're not watering your geckos, you're misting them, and you don't want to completely seal that off because you can cause respiratory problems with your gecko. Okay, well, thanks again for visiting NCG Reptiles. I really appreciate it. Go over to Gecko Cove, watch our video together. We did the podcast together, and thank you so much for watching. Over and out. Bye. Thank you.